Hi, I think we are live now. My screen froze a little bit before. Hi. I never know if there is anyone there. I didn't ask for new questions because I've already had some questions from my previous chats that I didn't have a chance to answer before. So I will be answering those questions now. Also, I was joking with a friend that I need to work on my beauty channel skills because when I was showing the perfume last week, I show it so I didn't show it the correct way, so many people miss how it really looks. So I'm doing it again. Okay, it's like on the beauty channel. I always wanted to do this. Okay, now you see. So it is Tamdao, and it has an elephant from the back, and this is an eau de toilette. So it's a water perfume, not Jesus, eau de toilette, not perfume. Okay. Next question. Yeah, the tour cancellation. So you already know that LP confirmed that her US tour won't be able to happen as we all suspected. So yeah, the US tour is postponed. From what I know, when the tour is postponed, you cannot get your money back. That's why LP also said that you should hold on to your tickets, because once the tour will be rescheduled, maybe then you will be able to know if you can go to the concerts on those new dates. I have bought myself like two tickets to Europe, to summer tour in Europe, and I also don't think it will be for me possible to travel. So I think those concerts will be postponed too, and I will have to wait with those tickets as well. I only hope that I will be able to travel to those concerts when the new dates will be confirmed. Because at the moment we don't know when LP will be touring again. I think it's safe to say that next year. I don't think she will be able to tour this year. Maybe at the very end of the year. Hi Eva, cześć Eva. I think she will be able to tour by the end of the year. Maybe she will be able to do those South American tour. But as for the rest of the concert, I'm not sure. Lauren has also rescheduled her concerts for December and November, so maybe in the winter. I don't know. Why I love LP? She's just unique, you know. She's very charismatic and she gives me joy, and she inspires me in a very positive way. She changed my attitude towards myself, so I think that's why. Is better than the eau de parfum? I'm not sure. I never. I think when you have an eau de parfum, I think it's stronger and it can last it a bit longer. But you know, I've had both. I tried perfume from my friend, and I bought the eau de toilette because, you know, the Jesus again. Oh my God, I'm sorry. Do you even hear me? Because I forgot to put my microphone. Oh my God. Yeah, that's me. My friend had perfume and I tried it from her, and then you know, there is very big change in the money, in the price between perfume and between eau de toilette. So you know, in Poland you don't earn as much money as you would like to, so I decided to buy eau de toilette, and I really have to say it's okay. It stays no problem, and it stays for a very long time, and I love it, and I think it's a very unique scent, and I think you should love it as well. Okay. Yes, someone asked about my tattoo. Sorry, I forgot who that was. I think it was Say Black Dress. She asked me in my in DM. So I have 3 tattoos. My first tattoo I did in after Ostrava in 2017. After the interview, when I was leaving the backstage, I just, I had this idea in my head for a very long time, but I wasn't sure if I should do this or not. So when I was leaving, I almost left, but I, went back again, and I said to LP if she could sign my back, so I could tattoo it. And she said, "Yeah, are you sure? Because when you look at me, I don't look like a typical person that would have a tattoo on her body." So she really asked me like several times if I am sure. But I said, "Yeah, I'm sure. I really want to do this." And so she signed sign on my back. I'm not sure if you will be able to see it. It's here. Okay, it's here. She asked me if I wanted big or small, and I wanted it, to be visible, but not that much. I don't like. I'm very petite, so I wanted something rather small, but not too small. And when I was leaving, she said, "Don't worry if you don't do this tattoo. It's okay. Just don't worry about it." And I just, it was for me. I was thinking about it for 2 days because I couldn't book a tattoo artist that fast. So I was thinking about it and what LP said, and but it's like I wrote in my post. When someone touches your heart so much, when someone changes you, and when someone gives you so much power, it's like she left a mark on my soul. So I left a mark of LP on my body, and that's what it feels for me, and that's what it is for me. And also after Ostrava, until Ostrava, I was on my medication for anxiety for about since 2011. So for 6 years, I was on my medication for anxiety. And actually, the last time I took medication for anxiety was the day of Ostrava concert and my interview. And then I was like for almost a year, maybe more, I was free from meds. Then, of course, I had some very difficult times in my work and with my cat who was very sick. And I had troubles with my health, so I had to get back on my medication. But for 1 year, almost 2 years, I was free from medication because after that interview, after that meeting, it was really so great and so incredible. So yeah, that was this tattoo means a lot to me, and it's a great mark. Also, I have a star tattoo. I'm not sure if you will be able to see it. It's as unproportional as LP has. I always loved her star tattoo. It doesn't mean the same what it does for LP. I just like it. It's really, I don't know, I like it. I wanted to do this in blue, but after a while I decided that I like it the way it is. So I've left it, only gray. And final tattoo, again, I think it will be reversed. I have a dream catcher. This was done, I think a year ago or 2 years ago, on my birthday. In December, when in Italy, LP was doing those in some music store, there were this CD signing, and my friend Karolina from Czech, she asked in my name for LP to write Dreamcatcher for me, and I decided to to tattoo this on my wrist, because I really love this song. And also Dreamcatcher is, you know, it's a lot like me. I'm a dream catcher. I always catch my dreams. I always try to do something else and try to, you know, try to leave some mark. So yeah, I think it's identify with this word. That's it. Also, Fabienne asked me what I do in my free time. Actually, I'm a very huge movie buff, so I watch a lot of movies and TV series, but I don't watch everything. Hi Dasha, I don't watch everything. I have a very how to say it. I like good shows that are, you know, well done, well executed. So I used to watch a lot more. I used to be very knowledgeable about cinema, movies, actors, actresses. I still know a lot about movies and cinema till like 2010, because I was very much into movies. Now the movies are not so good as they used to be, so I don't watch as much. But I can recommend very good show, Ozark. I'm not sure if you have watched it. It's about a family, very dysfunctional family, but it's really well done and quite, I don't know, I haven't seen anything like it. So maybe you could check it out and maybe you will like it as well. I also love, I was dancing, I was learning ballroom dancing. I'm not sure if you know what it is. I was learning this for about 5 years, but you know, yeah, Ozark is really great. To be able to do what, to do ballroom dancing, you need a partner and a good partner. So yeah, it was always very challenging. I had 2 partners, but of course, you know, they've met some girls, they went, they, you know, just decided not to continue with dancing, so I had troubles to finding another partner, so I had to stop. But yeah, I always loved ballroom dancing, and I was, you know, learning it for 5-6 years, I think. But yeah, now I don't do this anymore. I also do yoga, or I should say I used to do yoga. I should do it again. I don't have, you know, now when we are in this quarantine, I find myself, you know, to be so lazy. I just prefer to lie in my bed and just, I don't know, read a book and just watch something, or do something on my computer or do my work. So yeah, that's mostly what I do in my free time. Oh, and I used to run. I used to do this. I don't know if you heard about it. It's called 30 minutes. No, from couch to 30 minutes, something like this. So basically, I never ran before. And I always thought that running is not for me. But when I was dealing with my anxiety and depression, I was reading that you should. So maybe this will be helpful for some of you who have anxiety or depression, and that you need something, you know, to push you. And to push your limits. So yeah, I did this challenge. No, it's not a challenge. It's like a program. Yes, from couch to 5K. Yeah, exactly. That's it. So basically, I never run, and I always thought that it's not for me, that I'm not built for it, that I'm too, you know, too lazy. But I did this as a diamond challenge for my royal blog, and I was determined to finish it. It lasts like about 9 weeks, and you basically learn from 1 minute to run from 1 minute to 30 minutes. And you know, I did it. I somehow did it in 3 months. Yeah, it's about 3 months. It takes about 3 months, 9 weeks. I did it, and I was very proud of myself. And sometimes I get back to that, to this. It's called What's your creative expression? My creative expression? Oh, Jesus. You know, I wish I was talented in a way like some people can, you know, draw or paint. I mean, I think I could do those things, but I'm lazy. I need something that makes me occupy in a, I don't know how to say it, not a boring way, because you know someone who is a painter can be very into this. I don't know how to say it. I think my expression is mostly, I don't know. I think I was always good with words and writing, so I think that's how I express myself. Also, I love singing, but I'm not like very good at it. I mean, I can carry a tune, but I'm not as good as I would hope to be. So yeah. Yeah. Dasha, yeah, trust me, I never thought I will be able to run, and for 30 minutes. I remember when I get to 3 minutes, I broke down. It was my, I think, first time when I was doing for the first time 3 minutes. So 3 minutes only, and I broke down. I almost started to cry, and you know, I left. I went to home, and I was like, you know, devastated. I was sure that I won't be able to finish because you know, I just couldn't comprehend this in my head that I can went from 3 minutes to 30 minutes, but you know, I don't know, I think it's a Capricorn thing, it's my thing. I'm very determined. When I put my mind on something, I just do it. So yeah, I thought about it. I decided, okay, I need to, you know, change my way of thinking. And when I went for the second time, I did it. You know, it's like something broke in my head. It's like something, you know, switched in my head, and I knew that I needed to have a different attitude. So yeah, really try this because it's really cool, especially if you suffer like me from anxiety. It really helped me, and it released tension, and yeah, so mind food, yeah. Okay, what's next? Someone asked me about LP's sun tattoo. You know, she has the sailor boat tattoo on her chest. And when she was, I think in 2017, she was in Switzerland, and she met some guys from a tattoo studio, and she did this like a sun mark. I think on this side, it's like, you know, something like this, and three dots. And I'm not sure. I only remember one interview when she said about the tattoo that you know, something got because the man that did this tattoo for her, they didn't speak very well English, so I think they misunderstood exactly what LP wanted, and I don't think she was very very into it after the tattoo was done. That's why she never shows it, or you know, she doesn't talk much about the tattoo. So I think from what I heard and from what I read, something was lost in the translation, and she wasn't very happy with the result. Am I a coffee lady or a tea lady? I love both. I love coffee. But it has to be a good coffee. So yeah, it has to be a very good coffee from coffee machine with milk. I used to drink milk, like regular milk, but I had some troubles with the real milk, and I switched to soy milk, and it's really great taste with coffee, so I can only recommend this. So yeah, I love coffee, but I only can drink like 1 coffee per day because of my anxiety. So if I drink too much, I can be very nervous and very agitated. I think that's how you say it. So yeah, but I also love tea. I drink tea, you know, I even have tea right now in my cup. So yeah, I drink tea. I can drink like, I don't know, 10 cups per day, maybe even more. I have tea, you know, I finish tea and I go and do another one. Also, Someone asked me what's my favorite beverage. You know, because of my, I think if you mean beverage as in alcohol, because of my depression medication, I shouldn't drink alcohol. But when I was free from medication and I could drink alcohol, I don't. I'm not like a. You know, I was never drunk. I never drank too much. I don't like beer. I don't like those sort of things. But I like mojito. I like Campari with grapefruit juice. Yeah, so Campari and Jesus, what drank James Bond? Martini. Yeah, martini. So those are the three drinks that I like the most, I think. I don't like wine because after the wine, my head, I have a headache, and also I only like sweet wine, so I think that's why my head is hurting. No, so, you know, I'm not a vegetarian. I tried this once. I'm not sure. It was in 2011. I was trying it to switch to vegetarian, but my body said no, and I ended up in the hospital with low potassium. I'm not sure if that, because also that was the same day. It was like I had a panic attack. I had low potassium. I had some other things, so I'm not sure if that's only because I switched to the diet. Yeah, but I was very scared to, you know, try this again. That's why I never tried to do this again. But I was never a meat person, so I don't eat a lot of meat. I eat only like, you know, few times a week, and I only try to limit myself to turkey or chicken and to fish. But like I said, I only eat not that much, and yeah, only those three things. I know it's not. I know it's no good, but you know, it's something. I'm trying something. I would have to try this. And someone before asked me, do I play guitar? You know, when I was a teenager, when I was in my secondary school, I learned myself how to play guitar. I was never very skilled at it. I could just, play and sing a song and carry a tune, but I was never very great at it. And also, again, I'm too lazy to stick with something. After a year, I think I forgot about the guitar. I still have this guitar. It's still somewhere again. I think 2 years ago when I bought, because I bought a ukulele, I even, took this guitar. I think it's 20 years old, maybe now, maybe even more. And I was trying to, tune it. So the strings were so old that they all broke. So yeah, that's how it looked. But I bought ukulele and I learned how to play ukulele. Again, not like a great virtuos, just I think it's called strumming. So yeah, I learned how to play ukulele, and someone even asked, it's one of the questions, how's my ukulele playing? Well, it's not good because I was playing for about a year, and then again I stopped. To my defense, I had something with my throat. I couldn't sing for I think 4 months because I had this dry cough and it was impossible to sing. And I don't like to only play because I don't play very well. So I like to play and sing, and to play and sing with LP, with a video of LP, not like with LP in reality. So yeah, that's why I stopped, and then again I was, I get back to work and I just, forgot. I still have it. It's nice. Maybe I will show it to you. Sorry. I will be back soon. Yeah, so I have this. It's called Gretsch. I don't know how to say it. So yeah, I have it. But I haven't played on it for a long time. I took it last week, I think, and I tuned it, but that's all I did. But my friend asked me to record something for her, so maybe I will do this. I don't know. Yeah, my friend Gosia from Poland. She visited Jesus Christ. She visited me like 2 years ago when I on my birthday, and yeah, we played on ukuleles. Yeah, it was fun day. Meaning of some. Yeah, someone asked me about meaning of someday, about LP's song. So I don't know exactly what's the meaning behind the song, because someday, I can only tell you that someday was written as one of the first three songs that LP written for her on the ukulele, because she bought the ukulele in 2010. I think, yes, it was 2010, September 2010, and she wrote Into the Wild, Someday, and one more song. I know I've read, I've written it somewhere, but I forgot which one. In my interview from 2017 in Ostrava, she said those three songs. So yeah, Someday was one of those three songs that she wrote on ukulele. So I think it was written either at the very end of 2010 or at the very start of 2011, because in 2011 she already played it at this Unplugged concert, live at East West Studios. So yeah, and I can only tell you that she wrote it with her friend Isabella Machine from, what's that band? Florence and the Machine. Yeah, so that's only what I know about Someday. Yeah, Alex asked me a great question, because he knows I love jewelry. Thank you. Yeah, I have two orchids like that. They are blooming at the moment. Yeah, I think I have a good touch for flowers and for animals. I think I'm good at those sort of things. So yeah, they are blooming at the moment. I'm very happy with them. Where is my ukulele? It's always on my in my eyesight. I can show it again. It's here. I won't be playing because I'm too nervous to play anything. So yeah, about jewelry line from LP, because LP introduced this new ring. It's like how she said this. It's like a prototype of the new ring with her sailor ship and Forever for Now. So yeah, I love jewelry. I have so many jewelry that I could open a shop and I could sell the things that I already have. Yeah, so Alex, of course I would be. Yes, I remember. I played your ukulele in Glasgow. Yeah, it was a fun day. So yeah, I would be very much into jewelry line by LP. Of course, depending on the price, but I love jewelry. I can show you four things inspired by LP. And this is the first one. This one is from, again, Beauty Channel. Let's try this. This is from Barking Irons from New York. It's called, I think, Nautical Ring. I'm not sure if it's still available. When I was looking for this ring, I think 2 years ago, they said that it's no longer available, but they did it for me. So yeah, I have this one. It's the same one as LP wears, and this one is from Aris Schwabe. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. This one is called, I think, King Ring, because it's like a crown on it. The jeweler, Aris, was very kind, very nice. He was very cooperating. He did a really great job. So yeah, that's what do I think about LP and Europe tour. I don't think it will be possible. I'm sorry. I don't think she will be able to, to tour, because we won't be able to contain this virus so quickly as they were able. As they were able to do this in China and other countries. Is LP? Yes, LP is the only person I blog currently. I used to do other blogs, my royal blogs. I used to write a blog about Lauren, but you know, LP took some takes the blog for not LP, but the blog about LP takes so much of my free time that you know I wasn't able to carry on with Lauren blog because you know she also blew up a lot and she started touring a lot, and when LP was both on tour and Lauren was both on tour, I just wouldn't be able to keep up with this, so I stopped blogging about Lauren. I just have to, you know, I just have to choose one person, and since LP was the first one, and I already was like invested in this like for 3 years, so yeah, I've decided to stick with LP. Yeah, I love Lauren. I would love to support her, but you know, if I didn't have to work as a teacher, then sure, I would love to, you know, do more than one blog. I could do this, but not when you have a real job, when you have, you know, other commitments, when you have work like in as a teacher, when you have, you know, some things here in the apartment with my father and the fishes. So yeah, it's just impossible to, you know, to do this. And okay, let's get back to jewelry line. So I show you those two rings, Barking Irons and Aris Schwabe, I think. I think Aris is from Los Angeles, but I'm not sure, I don't remember. But they were very kind, very nice, and they shipped it to me, and yeah. Of course, I had to pay for it, but they were very nice, very kind, and very, you know, cooperating with me. Also, I did this earring. It's inspired by LP's earring. LP received this similar ring to this earring, sorry, from her friend who worked at, I'm not sure if you know this, at Madonna Video. So yeah, that's how LP got this earring, and she has been wearing it for, I don't know, 20 years, maybe more. So that's the story of her earring. And she also had this one, was also inspired by LP. I'm not sure if I can show you like that. It's the Thunderbolt. LP got it in, I think, 2016. When she was for the first few times in Europe, and when she was in Italy. One of the Italians fans gave it to her because I was wearing this necklace that I asked my jeweler to make, and I was wearing it in Ostrava, and when I came to the backstage, that was the first time we met, like when we could talk for a real for, you know, a longer time, and she noticed this this necklace on my neck, and she said, "Wow, I have the same necklace." And I said, "Yeah, well, that's why I asked my jeweler to do the same thing." And she said that's one of the fans gave it to her in Italy. So yeah, it was one of the very first gifts she received from her Italian fans. I'm not sure who was that. I would love to know the person who. Because I think that person also created this for LP. It wasn't bought, it was handmade, I think also. So yeah, it was a very cool gift, and yeah, I think it's a very great and unique idea. Yeah, it was at the interview in Ostrava. Yeah, that's when we talk about this necklace. Okay, what we have more? Oh yeah, Masilva asked me if LP knows about fans, that she has fans in Korea. I wrote to LP, and yeah, I think now she is aware that. Can I talk with LP now? No, I don't think so. You know, I would love to do this chat with LP, this live chat. Maybe we'll. I'm not sure. I will try. You know, I've asked her, but I'm not sure if she will be able to do this. So, no, I cannot do this right now. This is a very difficult question. I think Irina asked me. Is there a thing that would make me disappointed with LP? And if that happened, what would, how this would affect me. You know, we are all humans. We all make mistakes, and those who listen to my few previous chats know about my royal blog and how I was, disappointed, how the things went, and why I stopped blogging about the royal family. And so I'm a fan. I love LP, but I have a mind and I have a brain, and I cannot look at a person and that a person can do everything and I will love everything that this person does. If I don't agree with something, of course I can be disappointed. At the moment this hasn't happened. We are all humans, so it's like always, it has its all ups and downs. Sometimes I sometimes overthink things and I'm like, okay, I think LP is mad with me, but then I'm okay, no, I think she's not mad at me, and it's like this roller coaster, but it's all in my brain mostly. But yeah, I hope this, that this never happens, that she will remain the person that she is, and that she will never stop inspiring me, that she will never stop with her kindness, her inclusiveness, because that would break my heart if she would lose that human touch, that connection. But I think she's showing like with the last chat she did, the live chat, she was very real in it, very honest, very open, and she did a very great job. And I think as long as she will be true to herself, to her real self, and I hope she won't disappoint me, and I will be able to blog about her for a very long time, and I will be able to support her with my blog for a very long time, because it's something that gives me joy. It gives me it changed my life in many ways. I have met many of you, so I just hope that it will be like it is. Am I still nervous with LP? Yes, I'm still nervous. I'm even nervous when I'm doing those live chats. There is no one here in my room. I'm alone, but I know that there are at the moment 27 people in front of my camera. So I'm always like, okay, if I will be good, if I will be interesting, if you will be entertained, and I'm always nervous. It's just my my nature. I'm always stressed, and I try to be best possible version of myself. It's of course not always possible, but I try to do my best. So with LP, if I'm given more time, then I can relax. That's why in Ostrava the interview went so great, because we were at the backstage for almost 30 minutes, I think even longer. With time and the way LP spoke to me, and the way she addressed those questions I asked her, and the way she handled the whole situation, she really calmed me down, and it was like a really conversation with a friend. So when we are given more time, and of course it's not always possible, but in Ostrava it was very unique opportunity, and that's why I love that. I have a very unique memories from that time. And also in Prague, when I was in Prague last year, and we met with LP backstage again, and she said that I can do interview, or I can just hang with her. And this time, for the first time, I was like a little bit how I said this, I was a little bit I'm not sure in English, egoistic. I just want to do this for myself, and that's why I've said, because she offered, we can do interview, no problem, but I prefer video interviews instead of like a podcast. I prefer when you see LP and her face, and how she interacts with me. And I was alone with LP, so I decided, to just there were some things that I wanted to talk with her, and we spent again I think 30 minutes, and it was just very beautiful time. And again, at first I was very nervous. She was very smiley, very chatty, but we didn't know how to what to say, how to react. But yeah, with time, it's like those walls broke down, and we really had like a really great chat, like two friends. And yeah, it was very unique opportunity for me. So that time I spent with LP in Prague was really amazing. Yeah, and I have so many memories with LP. She changed me and my life in so many ways, and I know that she changes many people's lives. And that was one of the things I told LP in Prague, and it was important for me to tell her that she is an inspiration in many ways for many people. And yeah, that was one of the things that I wanted to express to LP personally, and to be able to to look into her eyes and to tell her and to thank her. So yeah, that's what I did, because I know she helped me, and she helped a lot of. Is it hard to speak the first time you meet LP? Uh, the first time I met with LP. I couldn't. Sorry, in Warsaw, I met LP in Warsaw for the first time. It was 2017. It was this fan meeting organized at Empik Store, this music store. I remember I was jumping like a monkey on the stage. I was like, I don't know what I was doing. I was just, so nervous. I only remember that because I wore a jacket that was similar to her Yves Saint Laurent jacket. Of course, mine was like a knockoff of her jacket, but she noticed the similarity, and she said that, oh, I love your jacket. And I said, yeah, I know, I love it too, or something like this, something stupid. I know I said something really stupid. And I only asked her if I can hug her, and that I have a letter for her, because here's a tip for you, because many people always ask me what to do if when you will be nervous. You never know how much time you will have with LP, so I'm always prepared. I always have a letter with me, and I always write. Yeah, so I always have a letter with me, because I know that I'm too nervous and I will forget many things that I want to say, and there's never enough time, so I always have a letter. So, yeah, that's a good tip for someone if you would like to, don't expect LP to return back with an answer, because that's not possible. But at least you will be able to know that she reads those letters, and that she knows what you wanted to say to her. So yeah, that's always a good tip, to have a letter with yourself. And the next time we met, it was in Oświęcim at the festival. Again, I think I was one of the first person, I think I was first person to come up to LP, and I only said like hi, and I couldn't say anything else. In London, it was third time. I was able to say, hi, it's me, Anya. And when I saw the question mark on her face, I said, I do the blog, and that was it. Yeah, and Ostrava, because we had like 30 minutes, that's why I was able to say a little bit more, and to hang with LP, and to relax. And she had this soothing effect on me. I think she has this soothing effect on many people. It's like when she enters the room, there is this, there's something. I don't know. She carries this something. I don't know how to describe this, but it's something very unique, and not every person has this. And yeah, so that's why I love, being in. I don't even have to talk to LP, but I love being in her presence, because she has this aura about her, and this calming effect. She like soothes you. I think that's how I would describe. Yeah, And Mike Del Rio, because I was able to meet Mark and in Greece and a few times before during the last year tour, because LP brought Powers, where Mike Del Rio, her producer, writes music and he sings and plays guitar with his partner, Krista. And Mike Del Rio is, when I met him, and that was after I met LP, I realized why they work so good, because they have very similar, I think, spiritual connection. There's this. He's also very inclusive. He's also very kind, very nice, very smiley, very chatty, and very. I don't know. He met me only a few times, but in Greece, it was, I think, third time he saw me. In Greece at this acoustic concert, he went out of the car. He was coming first, and LP was after him. And he, stood and shook my hand, and he even hugged me. I think he even kissed me on my cheek, and he said hello, and that it's nice to see me. And after him, it was LP who also, stood and kissed me on my cheek and said hello. So yeah, he has the same. This empathy, I think they are both very empathetic, very spiritual person, and that's why I think they work so great together when they are writing music, when they are producing. I think they're connecting on this deeper level, and that's why they, when they work so well together. Okay. Yeah, Mike gives great hugs. Mike and LP give great hugs. Yeah, they are very, very nice both. Okay, next question. I have a few left. Someone asked me how did LP and Lauren met. So this is for someone who doesn't know the story of how LP met Lauren and how Lauren met LP. Actually, Lauren was a fan of LP since 2010 or 2011. She was introduced to her music by a friend of her. So she was a fan of LP. And when LP was in Baltimore for a concert in 2014, that's where Lauren was born, and that's where she lived for most of her life. So when LP was coming to Baltimore for this summer festival, Lauren was already starting a little bit with singing and a radio that she performed sometimes, occasionally. They asked her if she would like to come to this festival and, to, I don't know in what, why, but, they invited her to that festival. And when she was in the VIP tent, she met LP. They even had a photograph together. And I know this photograph was for a long time on Lauren's Instagram, but afterwards, I think last year or maybe 2 years ago, she hidden it or deleted from Instagram, but you can still find it somewhere. It's floating around somewhere in the internet, because internet is forever. So that was their first meeting. Lauren met LP as a fan, and then Lauren sorry, I speak in Polish now. Lauren relocated from Baltimore to Los Angeles because she met an agent who wanted to promote her and who wanted to help her with her music career, with her singing. But she said that she can do this only if she will be able to she will be able to help her only if she will, move to LA. And Lauren moved to LA in January, and she always says that she re-met LP in June 2015. And I only remember from one interview with LP that LP was actually, after a very big fight, one of the last fights with her then still girlfriend, now ex-girlfriend, and yes, so she went to, I think the Roosevelt is the bar, the place they met. After this fight, she went to that bar and she met Lauren there, and rest is history. met, they fell in love, and they've stayed together. So that's how they met. What about new single of LP? So the new that like a very new single should be released, LP said that first in April, then in May, now maybe in June. So actually I don't know what they decide, because they still are trying to to do the smart thing, to do the right thing, because of the coronavirus and everything else. So I'm not sure when the new single will be released. There will be a single of Girls Go Wide featuring Ximena. How do I know the sea story? Both Lauren said this in an interview with the radio that invited her to that summer festival that she met LP. And then the other side of the story I know from another interview with LP. I'm also I think it was you who asked me why I start a blog about LP, and someone else asked me why I do this so deep, and why I it's hard for me to answer. Night swim? Oh, I didn't knew this. So, it's me. I'm very emotional. I think it's called hypersensitivity, and that's why I go so deep. And I'm always very deep with emotion, with feelings. I'm very empathetic. I don't know, that's why I go so deep with my feelings and with everything else. And I was always, I'm like similar in LP, to the sense that when I speak, I prefer to speak the truth, and I prefer to speak my mind and to be open. And because I never had like a platform, in my home and with my parents, or with my brother and sister, so I was like rather lonely and very like a lonely person. I never had, I need a little bit more time, to open up and to share. So yeah, this blog was the best way for me to express myself, and to be open and honest, and to share my feelings with other people. And that's how it started, mostly. I don't know if I missed some questions. So yeah, I think that's it. I think I covered all of your questions. Also, as someone asked me if LP will ever come to Ireland, LP already was in Ireland. I know she was in Ireland, in North Ireland. I don't want to, because I know that there is North Ireland, there is, someone help me here, because I know that there is something with Ireland that it's not good to mix those two things together. So yeah, but I know that LP visited, I think, North Ireland few times. Okay. No, not Estonia. No, not this. I will try to, to check what I was trying to say. So, do you have any more questions? I will check the hour. Yeah, I think I should be finishing now. No, thank you. It was, I'm always nervous. I'm always very. I'm never sure of myself. I'm never certain if I'm doing the right thing, if I'm if I'm doing okay, if I'm, you can hear me even now that I struggle sometimes, because I'm nervous, and I'm struggle with, how to express myself in words. I'm better with words when I write them, because I have the time, and I can connect the dots in my brain. I can, rechange, rewrite the things, and I was never speaking so much in English language. I never had even the opportunity to speak in English language. So yeah, I think this is a good exercise for me, and it's a great way to learn of a spoken English, because I'm quite good in written English. I'm great in listening, especially when I'm listening to English. I understand everything, but when I'm speaking, I'm very nervous, and I'm always and I know that I make mistakes. I do some dumb mistakes that I wouldn't do when I would be writing. So yeah. How am I today? The anxiety, the last few days were not so great. I think last week, in Sunday, I had like a panic attack, and I haven't had a panic attack in a long time. So yeah, that's threw me a bit me. And I think it's because of this situation. It's because of this virus, and I'm mostly alone. I live alone in my apartment. I don't meet almost anyone at the moment, so I'm like alone all the time for like 2 months now. So yeah, I think that's. And when you deal with depression and anxiety, it can really, it can mess up with your brain. So yeah, so everyone that is alone, not alone but lonely, and who lives alone, I feel you, and I understand that you can struggle sometimes, and but it's okay to struggle. I struggle, and I think it's normal, and so yeah, that's how I feel today. That's why I didn't do the live yesterday, because I was supposed to do this yesterday. But I just couldn't put myself to do this. I think anxiety, decided that not today was not the best day. So I decided, even today when I prepared myself, I put my makeup, because you don't want to look at me without makeup. I wish I would be as good looking as Lauren, because she can go without makeup and she looks great. Or LP. So yeah, I wish I could be as good looking, but so I prefer, to cover my face with makeup. Yeah, so even when I did my makeup, and I sat here and I was, preparing the angle of the camera and how I should sit and how this should look, I was like, maybe I shouldn't do this, maybe not, but then I always, okay, no, I promise, so I will do this. And if you are taking this something, if you are taking something from this, if I can help in any way, if you have any questions, whatever you want to ask me, you can just ask me in the DM, or on Facebook, on email. You can reach out to me in any way. I don't like to answer on questions in messages, but because I spend already too much time on the internet, and when I work on my blog and so on. So I prefer to when I'm nervous when I'm doing it, but again, with time, I'm okay, I need to finish, 2 minutes left. So yeah, when I'm doing this, it's getting better, I'm more relaxed, and yeah, it can be, with time, I'm feeling a lot better and more confident. So thank you, Christina. I'm beautiful because, this is called makeup, that's why I'm so beautiful. And someone complimented me on my earrings. Instagram is spying on us, and those, not those earrings, but this brand was shown to me on Instagram feed. And of course, I had to check the jewelry line, and I found those earrings, and I thought they will be looking good with my necklace, this one. Yeah, and that's why I ordered them. And so yeah, Instagram is spying on us. I was talking with Magda about microphone, because I want to try another microphone, so I will have this deep, nice radio voice for you guys. And after we spoke about that microphone, my friend is now seeing a lot of microphones in her Instagram feed. So yeah, that's how it works. Again, thank you so much for staying with me, for listening to me. I have to finish now because it's like few seconds left, and I cannot believe that I was talking for an hour almost straight. So thanks, Guy, and see you next week. Possibly on Wednesday. I will notify you earlier. Bye.